Hey guys, I decided to do an autobiography about myself, so you guys will get to know all my little insecurities and all my little things that I like, I dislike, stuff about my life, like family. So get ready to dig deep into my not so exciting life. So first things first, my full name is Julia Danae Kale. I was born at Mercy Medical Hospital in Nampa. That's now a giant new St. Luke's hospital. I was born in 1998. My birthday is February 23rd. I am 20 and I grew up with just me and my mom for 9 whole years. My father, who I call sperm donor, he wasn't around. He went off to the Air Force to basic training, and I was born, and he and my mom wanted to get married, and then they broke it off, and so he wasn't ever in my life. He wasn't there when I was born. So my full name is Julia Danae Kale, so I took my mom's maiden name, which is Kale. My dad came into my life, who is actually my stepdad. His name is Ed Hoxie, and he pretty much raised me, him and my mom. They met when I was 10, and he's been in my life for 10 years and knows me almost as well as my mom does. After I turned 16, I got a new little baby sister. Her name is Kennedy. She's almost 4. And it's still crazy to think that 4 years have already gone by. She is my little ball of sunshine. She's quirky, she's weird. I call her Goober, and every time I don't call her Goober, she's like, "Why didn't you call me Goober?" I love her so much. I even told my parents one time if the zombie apocalypse happened, I would grab my sister and sayonara, parents, type of thing. I'd protect my sister. I would protect my family with everything I've got. My family is really big, really big. So my mom's side, she's the youngest of 6 kids. My dad he's not the youngest, he's the second oldest, and there's 4 kids. So he's kind of in that middle stage. On my mom's side, there's 23 grandchildren. I am one of the oldest. There's 3 of us. We all grew up together. It's Kayla, who is a day and a year older than me, Kinsey, who's 6 months, and then me. I would say I'm the family favorite on my mom's side. All my aunts and uncles just love me, and then a lot of my cousins they love me a lot, and I would do anything for my family. For a long time, I grew up as Mormon, so I learned that all family is blood. I learned very fast that that's not true, and that, family is forever. My father's side of the family doesn't talk to me except for my grandparents that live here in the valley. So other than that, I don't really have contact really with the other side, I guess you could say. My boyfriend's family, I consider my own. He and I have been together for 2 years, and so, just about 2 years. So it just kind of acts like, we're practically married. I hope he asks the question one day, someday, hopefully. So we moved to Kuna, and my parents still live in Kuna, when I turned 10, and it was my 6th grade year. So I went to Ross Elementary there in Kuna and graduated from Kuna High. Everything was super great. I did soccer for Kuna Powell up until freshman year, and then freshman year hit. Tried to get into volleyball, didn't make that cut. Then I got into track when fall season hit. Spring season hit. I got into track again because I did track in middle school. And then sophomore year came around, and I actually got into cheerleading, and I was a cheerleader all sophomore year. If I could tell you one thing to go back on in high school for me, it would be cheerleading. I miss cheerleading so much. I wish I could go back and do cheerleading all over again. Our coaches were really tough and really hard on us, but it's because they wanted to see us succeed. We did a ton of conditioning. We ran a lot, we worked a lot. It wasn't just lifting girls up in the air and throwing them and doing these cute little dances. Like, we worked hard. I was a base, and we, as the little like base group that I was in, we were one of the best on the team. We started out as a JV all-girls team because we weren't good as co-ed. But then we got bumped to varsity all-girls, and I was hoping I would letter, but they said that I would letter, and I didn't end up lettering in cheerleading. So there was that. We won first place about every tournament. I think there was only one time we didn't end up in first place, and that's because we slipped on a build pyramid thing. That's another story for later. So I've never been asked what I do on a daily. Well, it's not very exciting. I'm not a very interesting person, I guess you could say. All I do really is I get up in the morning, I go to the gym, I go work, and some nights I go to class, other nights I come home and I make dinner. Like, my life isn't very exciting. When I do homework at home, I kind of have to do it in my bedroom sometimes because my boyfriend is distracting. Like, all I want to do is spend time with him, and I can't spend time with him while doing homework. I'm not sure what else there is for me to talk about myself. I mean, what's next after college? I'm graduating this semester from CWI with Associates in Communications. I hope to get into BSU. We'll see if that actually happens. I might have to take a semester off first, but for BSU, I want to go for communication arts. Other than that, I mean, like I said, my life's not all exciting. I'm hot-headed, I'm tempered, I'm stubborn as hell, I'm protective, and I go for what I want. I'm not very easy on people who try to walk all over me. I don't stand for it, and I stand what I believe in. That's just about it. So I hope this little documentary gave you a little bit of an insight of how boring my life actually is, and I hope that you get some good ideas, for yourself. Find what you want to do. I mean, that's the best part.